budget for an employee increase. Last year we did 5%. What I'm asking this year is that we do a 3% increase for the employees and then put an additional amount, starting this year, I think it's increasing about $68,000, our contribution to the health insurance, which will lower the premiums for employees. We're a little bit behind there, and we're not contributing as much to the insurance plan as we need to. So over the next couple of years, that's going to be one of the push. Next budget, as we get into budget cycle, we're going to increase some additional money to go towards those plans. So, helping the employees on get up to afford health insurance. So that would be my recommendation this year. Is a 3% annual increase for the employees, and then I don't have the exact. It would be less than 70,000. It's about 68,900 increase to the amount we pay on the insurance premium as a hospital.
Do they contribute to that now?
They contribute. It's a split between the hospital and the employee. We're looking for the hospital to pick up more of that cost.
So that'll crank it up from 3, possibly up closer to 4 or something like that percent.
Depending on whether you take insurance or, I mean, if you take insurance, you will see a decrease in what you're paying for health insurance. And my goal will be over the next couple of years to kind of keep increasing that up to provide a better reimbursement for the employees.
What percent are we covering?
So I was looking right now, just trying to remember. We're well behind the national average.
What is the national average?
I will get just a second.
Isn't the bulk of that really independents and spouses and not the employee? Isn't that where the higher cost?
That's where the higher cost is. There's not, but yeah, there's kind of several mixes. When we get into budget this year, I've got a kind of a breakdown of different options, and we'll look at those and see what. But I mean, there's some where we can contribute more to the individuals that are just, and less to the family. There's some that we can spread it out over both.
It just seems like there's always, an employee would like to put their whole family on their insurance, but the dependent and spousal coverage is almost cost prohibitive. It seemed like it'd be a better benefit to lower the dependent care instead of the employee. Just a thought. Yeah.
The problem was, historically, we didn't have enough insured bodies to get some of the rate reductions. When you have a smaller plan, obviously the premiums aren't going to be distributed as much. You don't have a mix of the claims. So that was the biggest problem. We've now met that threshold where we are now considered a large plan. So we are getting better rate options. There's a couple strategies that we're going to change moving forward in the next year that'll help. But right now, the strategy is you need to be 9.12% of the benefit costs where wage needs to be, and we aren't there. Their wage isn't meeting that. A lot of it is some of the entry-level positions when you have like your PDS or your housekeeping employees and stuff like that, and we have so many clinical positions that pay a different rate, so it really throws that balance off. So that's where the inequity is right now. So there's some strategies moving forward that, taking into consideration exactly what you said, that you can offset those. You can set premiums by pay scales. So people with different pay scales pay different premiums and things like that. So we really need to dive into it and look at it, and working with our brokers, they put together a bunch of different models for us to look at to see how we can structure it to best provide for the employees and still keep it at a cost equitable for both the employee and the employer.
So there will be more to come on that when we get into budgeting as well, but I want to go ahead and just start addressing that a little bit this year with the budget, and then continue on into next year's budget as we get into budget.
Anything else on the board? If not, entertain a motion.
I'll make the motion that we approve the employee annual increase to 3%, of 3%, and an adjustment to insurance benefits to be determined.
A motion by Margaret Craig, second. I'll second. I believe Joe got that. Okay. Any discussion? If not, not, usual sign.